From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today. We're in for a show on MLB The Show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound today, Bubba Chandler. What's the word on him?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game. See if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
Ready to go? Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. And we're underway in Pittsburgh. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now, Taylor Ward.
Ball one.
The 1-0. And another ball. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Just getting started here in Pittsburgh.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Pete Alonso. Fastball for a strike. Alonso with a homer in his last game.
Ball one.
Man at first, one away. And a swing and a miss there. That's a little bit low. Got him looking. 2 away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Colton Cowser at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a foul out of play. Ward off of first with 2 away. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball. Back here in Pittsburgh and getting to start, Shane Baz. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game, see if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
Ryan O'Hearn leading things off and takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just missed. Hard liner. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, and he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Marcell Ozuna. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Good job to fight that one off. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Swing and a drive. Deep right field. And it bangs off the wall. Run scores easily, and the Pirates strike first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
The 0-1 late that time, and it's strike 2. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Here's a Pirates lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
O'Neal Cruz in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Cowser on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching Orioles. Top of the second, and into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
In the air, right field. Mangum settles under it. Takes it in for the out. Here's Adley Rutschman. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
The 2-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. Dylan Beavers, the next to hit.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
O'Hearn. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. After an inning, we head to the bottom of the second. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Mangum.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Gets down, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Up next for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Beavers takes it in for the out, and there's 1 down. 1 out man at first. Joey Bart, the next Pirate to hit.
That's down.
Fouled off left side. And a 1-1. That clips the corner. Bart thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Mangum, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball right side. On to second, they get 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Pirates 1 and the Orioles nothing. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander. That one fouled hard the other way. Yo, 1.
Ball.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
And that misses. And the count's full. Time called now before the payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's the second baseman, Sam Huff. Line into right center field. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next one misses, and it's 3-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And that one fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Full count pitch will have to wait. Time called at the plate. Sets him down looking. And that is a big first out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that skips into there.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Two on, 1 out. Going to count 1-2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Ball, that's down.
Inside, ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Two on, 2 outs. Fastball is outside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Base hit into center field. Runner around third. He'll score and they tie it. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a pop ball. And that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. That's in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Mountcastle takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. O'Hearn getting to start at first. He made his big league debut in 2018, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence,
This pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Ozuna batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he'll make it to second base with two gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Loud swings through it for strike one. No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Power versus power right there. Like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter. Getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So two down. Spencer Horwitz digs in now. Swings through that one for strike one. The next pitch misses, and that is ball one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And now 1-2. And down on strikes. That's the inning. Another look at this two-run homer for Pittsburgh. And this is now back here at PNC Park. And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Out towards right center field. Cruz settles underneath it. He's got it. And there's one away. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. Outside low. And that's ball one.
Ball, no.
Inside, almost got him. Foul ball. The Pirates up by 2. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss.
That was straight queso right there.
Time called now before the payoff pitch. That one lifted to left. And there are 2 down. And next for the Orioles, Dylan Beavers. Grounded out his first time up.
Ball one.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A solo shot. And they cut into the lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now the third baseman, Blaze Alexander. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And there's the strike. crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tie it up. It's 3-3. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Hupp, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And now it's 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom 4.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Cruz leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Jake Mangum, the next Pirate to hit. A single his first time. Just missed. And that misses. And the count is 2-0. On the ground to the left. Fires in time.
You're out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Flied to right his first time.
High. Ball 1.
Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. That's
Ball
inside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 4 innings in the books. Tied 3-3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Yohan Ramirez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. First pitch, not close. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now at the plate, Taylor Ward. Here comes the 0-1.
Back the ball.
Look out. That fastball drilled him.
Now batting.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. This guy with light tower power. That was close, ruled the ball. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The 2-1. That one missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And the right-hander's 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Now batting. Center fielder Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Golden opportunity right here. Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. There's one. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball's going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. On the ground, could be 2. Can't glove it cleanly. Over to Lau. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yohan Ramirez won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now
On the mound now, Kyle Nicholas.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Just missed. Mountcastle off of first with 2 away. Outside low. And that's ball 2. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Bart in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And the slider just misses.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And there's the automatic. Clips the outside corner. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And here is Jared Triolo.
Oh.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Out towards right center field. 2 down. So back to the top of the order. Ryan O'Hearn, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2. Oh, great stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. Bucks go down quietly. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So digging in, Dylan Beavers.
Right fielder, Dylan Beavers.
He was late there, strike 1. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Carmen Majinski, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Matson. Also getting ready. And the 0-1. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And the batter now, Blaze Alexander.
Ball 1.
Nicholas, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. That's in there. Next pitch misses. Ball 3. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman Sam Huff.
So man aboard, Sam Huff, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count even at 1. Right side. They get the tag on him. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
Back now for the bottom of the
Number
6th,
45.
and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Keegan
Keegan Aiken. This is his 3rd time out this year. Ozuna, the big bear.
To the Pirates, designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And now it's Brandon Lau.
Picking up where he left off last game, Boog. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Bangs off the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. It's practically automatic at this point. It seems every trip to the plate, something good's happening. 1 down, runner at 3rd. Forwards, the next Pirate to hit. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
One and 2 here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. The Orioles trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're still down 5-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Carmen Mlodzinski. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 3. Oh, 1 down.
Ball. And that's outside.
Full count pitch will have to wait. Time called at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. One away.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. The 0-1.
Ball.
On the ground.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. One, two now. Started after it. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. And now 2-2. And that one missing low. Time called now before the payoff pitch. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
Man at first with one gone. Now here's the Orioles DH, Pete Alonso.
Too high.
High fly ball right field. Mangum has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles.
Colton Hauser getting ready to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone. No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball outside.
And
Ball
misses
3.
inside. Ryan Mountcastle waiting on deck for the Orioles. The 3-1. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Ward headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. I love the approach he had right. With that pitch, not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Mountcastle, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. That misses, and it's 2-0.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mangum ranging back. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 6-3.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Andrew Kittredge. Stepping in, Jake Mangum.
To the Pirates, right fielder, Jake Mangum.
Oi!
Fastball is outside. Kittredge, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, and occasionally works in a splitter. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That one drifts inside. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. High fly ball lifted into air right field. And there's two away. Joey Bart up here. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Hunter Barco.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball is outside.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Digging in, Dylan Beavers. He's already homered here in this one. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Ball.
Tapped up the first base side, and foul ball. That misses. It's 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Blaze
So next to hit for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander. Swing and a miss as he was late. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it, and that's going to roll to the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now, Sam Huff. First offering, and it just misses. Man at second. A little out front there as he swings through it. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Got him. And that is that. Bottom of the 8th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
And now Ryan O'Hearn makes the catch for the 2nd out. 2 down, bases empty. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ball 1.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks,
ball 2.
maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
The Buccos trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside corner, got him looking. Down in order go the Pirates, and they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. We go to the 9th. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Barco, a 6'4" lefty, 235 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2022. This to 3rd. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to 1st, and we'll see how they score it.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Ward at the plate and takes high there. And that's outside. And the count now of 2-0. In the air to left center. Cruz on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. 1 out, man at first. And next for the Orioles, Pete Alonso. Up the middle. Nice grab. There's 1. Double play. What a great killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. High to the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Orioles on top, 6-3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Felix Bautista.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
No,
Good
that's a
slider
ball.
down and in
Too
can be
low.
so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's one down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. And he can't come up with it. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Pirates, center fielder, O'Neal.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. That one fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. Now a chance for Jake Mangum. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.